Hello everyone, it's Monk John, and today we are going to talk about a very interesting topic, free will. So just waiting a little bit for people to arrive, and if you are here already, you can share with me where you're from. If you can write in the comments and share with me your name, what country you're from, and you can ask me any questions. I try to read all the questions, but I cannot promise that I can cover all, okay? So this is a karma talk. The topic we're going to cover will be related to karma. We've been covering karma topics in the past few weeks, something like what is karma and how do we deal with loneliness, and how do monks deal with ego, for example. They are not directly related to the karma if you just think about the title, but in fact, many things are related to the karma, okay? So Bruno from Benin and Georgie from Georgia, right? From Tbilisi. So welcome, and we are going to talk about very interesting topic. Does free will exist? And is everything happening to our life predetermined? So first, I'm going to ask you, I'd like to listen to your opinion at the moment, okay, to these questions. Does free will exist? You can answer, yes, it exists, free will exists. Everything is not predetermined. Or you can answer, free will doesn't exist and everything is predetermined, okay? It would be nice if you can share your name and the country you're from. This is like a debate that has been going on for centuries. Many people, they're even discussing on this in the philosophical level, and there is no right or wrong, or today, if you are looking forward to hearing my answer, well, I'm going to spend the whole sessions giving you the answer, all right? So, what about your opinion? Does free will exist? Is everything predetermined? Please share in the box, all right? Please share in the box. Your name, what country you're from. Then we're going to talk about first karma, right? Karma, K-A-R-M-A. I think you heard this one before. This one means intentional actions. So everything that we do in our life, we have an intention to do them. We are creating new karmas. All right, so this is a definition of karma that I'm giving you today. And based on this, we are going to use this definition in order to answer that question. Does free will exist? Okay, the question is, does free will exist? If you think free will exists, please type in the comments that yes, I agree, free will does exist. Everything is not predetermined. Or if you think in the other way, if you don't agree with this, you can say that no, free will doesn't exist. I think everything is predetermined. Okay? So, Joey, hello. Georgie suggests that free will exists, but a free will can be influenced and manipulated. Wow, interesting answer. And I agree to Georgie to some extent that free will exists. Somehow our free will can be manipulated or influenced by something. What about you? Do you think that free will does exist, or you don't agree with this? Please share your opinion in the comments below, okay? So if you just arrived, this is a Karma Talk. If you've never been to this program before, I'm Monk John, okay? Monk John. I'm from Thailand. What about you? Where are you from? Please share with me your name, your country. If you have any questions, you can ask at any time. I will try to read all the questions, but I'm not 100% sure I can answer all of them, okay? But if any of the questions are very interesting, we might make separated videos for those questions as well. So I'm going to talk about this free will. In order to tackle this, okay, so what is happening in the universe, I like to separate all the actions in a life into 3 intervals. All right, 3 intervals. Now, this is what I call the past. Okay, so if this is the past, this will be present, right? This will be present. And you might possibly guess what I'm going to write next. This will be, of course, future, right? Okay. Basically, if you think about our life at the present, according to karma, does anyone remember the meaning of karma? I share at the beginning that karma means intentional actions, right? Everything that you do, if you intend to do them, you're creating new karmas. But karmas usually result in following consequences. Have you heard this one before? You reap what you sow. Have you heard this one before? What goes around come around, right? What goes around comes around. It means that everything that you do, this is not very mystical word. People thought that this refers to kind of magical power, but in fact, it is something that is happening in our life. Anything that you do, they are karma if you intend to do them, okay? And that leads to consequences. For example, if you really want to attend good school, well, in many countries you have to study hard, right? So study in the past will lead to a result in the future, which is you could attend a good school at the moment. Do you agree with me? Or if you are able to watch this live, it means that you have signed in or signed up with Facebook. If you haven't signed up with Facebook, if you don't have a Facebook account, you can't possibly watch this live, right? So the reasons you're watching this live at the moment, they are preceding actions, right? So we have Bruno, we have Joey, we have Georgie. How are you doing? Can you follow me? Okay, can you follow me? If you have any questions, just ask, all right? And I'm trying to cover all the questions you ask as much as I can, all right? So the topic today is free will. Does free will exist, or everything is predetermined? That's the topic, okay? What is your opinion? If you agree that free will does exist, please write in the comments. If you don't agree with this, please say that okay, I don't agree that free will exists. I think everything is predetermined. All right? So, what is your opinion? Now I'm explaining that everything happening in our life at the present moment is the result of something happening in the past. Because you are watching this life at the moment, it means that there were preceding actions, such as you purchased a mobile phone, you purchased your computer, you have internet, or you already signed in and you already signed up and signed in with Facebook, right? You haven't signed up, you don't have a Facebook account. How can you possibly watch this live? Not possible, right? So everything happening at this present moment is a result of something in the past. Are you following me? Bruno says that I'm right. Don't believe just because I'm saying this. Please think about it and verify. All right? Verify if this makes sense and if this is going to help you to demystify some doubts that you had previously. You can take it. Okay? If it is useful to you, if it help you, please take this knowledge. It's for free. So, what do you think? Now I'm explaining at the moment. Okay? Josh, you said that you're watching from your friend's account. Yes, so the preceding actions is you already made a friend. You became a friend with someone. So he or she allows you to watch from his house, from his computer, or from his account, right? There are always some preceding actions. So with this in mind, can I conclude at the moment that free will doesn't exist? Can I do that? If you agree that I can conclude free will doesn't exist, please write in the comment. But if you don't agree, I don't really agree. There's something wrong here. Something is missing. Maybe you haven't talked about everything. I don't think it's always the power of free will. What do you think? All right? So now everything happening at the present is a result of something happening in the past. So the past karma, okay, influence who you are at the moment, right? This is cause and effect. We usually talk about this, the word cause and effect. It has another name. The name is the law of karma. It's the law of cause and effect. Okay? So one action will lead to some consequences in the future. Have you heard this one before? We reap what we sow, right? What goes around comes around. Have you heard these ones before? So karma is like we planting a seed of our actions. Seed of action. Seed of actions. What is going to happen if you plant a seed? What is going to happen? You plant a seed, this is soil. Plant a seed, okay? This is seed of actions. Eventually, it is going to grow into small tree, right? Small tree. And if it takes a while, if you water the tree, I'm very good in drawing this watering. What do? I will just make something like this. Does it look like watering the tree? Okay, okay, I'm going to change the color of the tree. So it becomes green tree, right? So if you water the tree, if you put some fertilizer into the soil, eventually the tree is going to grow bigger, right? And once the tree has grown very big, you can expect to eat what? To eat fruits from the tree, right? Can I say that? If you plant an apple seed, this is going to be what? Oranges? No, they are going to be apples, right? So you reap apples because you sow an apple seed. Does it make any sense? Okay, and how is this related to free will? What is your opinion? What do you think? All right, so free will, how is this related to this? Does it mean that we are going to eat apples forever because we planted with an apple seed? Okay, what is your opinion? Right? And again, I explained that we have past, right? Present and future. If we take the scenario of eating apples, suppose that you are eating apple at the moment, okay? Does it mean that you can eat apples out of the blue? There are always some preceding actions so that you can eat apples. That could mean, okay, let us focus on just plant the seeds, okay? Suppose, because you can argue that, well, I could eat apples because my mom purchased apples for me. That's true. That is absolutely true. But because your mom purchased apples for you, then you can eat the apple. Or maybe you just walk and bump into an apple that is dropped from the tree, then you can eat that apple because you walk there, right? But let's focus on planting the seed. Okay, planting the seed. You plant an apple seed in the past, then you can eat apples. So is this related to everything predetermined? The answer to this is everything could be predetermined by our karma. If I'm saying this, do you have any arguments? Do you have different ideas? You can share in the comments, okay? What do you think? If I say everything is predetermined by your past karma, everything is predetermined by your past karma, because you planted an apple seed, you can eat now apples. Everything is predetermined by your past karma. What do you think? If you agree with what I'm saying, you can say, hey, yeah, that's very logical. But if I'm saying this, can we really have free will at all? What is your opinion? If I'm saying that everything is predetermined by our past karma, you are eating apples because you planted with an apple seed. You didn't plant oranges so that you can eat oranges at the moment. You didn't plant with an orange seed, right? So everything you're doing is predetermined by your past karma. Okay? Any questions? Do you agree with this? Okay, if you just arrived, please share where you're from. All right? And if you have any questions to what I'm saying, the topic today is, does free will exist? Is everything predetermined? It's everything. And my initial answer is, if you take a look at different time frames, you can possibly say that everything that is happening at the present moment is predetermined by your past karma. Okay? And I explained using a karma tree. Suppose that you commit a karma. You are planting a seed of that karma, and that karma is going to grow into some trees. That tree is going to give you some fruits in the future. Okay? So the fruits you are eating at the moment. So if you don't talk about eating alone, if you talk about any general actions, all the actions, all the consequences that happen to you at the moment, they are result of your past karma. All right? So past leads to present. Can present exist without the past? That's perhaps another philosophical discussions, huh? But okay, we're not going to go into that at the moment. We're just going to cover the free will. Can we do something different? Okay? What do you think? Do you agree with me? So, this is, okay, if I make another example, the picture of the sun. Okay, does it look like the sun? I'm going to write here, S-U-N, sun. Okay. The picture of the sun that comes to your eyes at the moment that you can see. It's the picture of the sun 8 minutes ago. Because 8 minutes ago, the sun exists. You can see the sun now. Does it make any sense? If 8 minutes ago, the sun doesn't exist, it means that at the moment, you can't see the sun. By the way, 8 minutes is the amount of time light needs in order to travel from the light source, which is the sun, to your eyes. Okay? And I'm watching myself speaking at the moment. The picture you're seeing is the picture that I was speaking few seconds ago. This is not instantaneous. You're not looking at me speaking live in an instantaneous moment, because the internet signal travels first to Facebook, and from Facebook it travels further to your home, to your computer. This is a live program, but if any of you doesn't watch this live, maybe tomorrow, you're watching me live yesterday, right? It means that anything happening to you at the present might not be or will not be, I would say. They're not because they are created at the moment. So it happens in the past, and then you are receiving the result at the moment, okay? Then we have a question from Gabriela. Gabriela, hello. So other words, karma means actions. Yes, you are right. Karma means intentional action. Okay? You intend to do something that leads to consequences. This is definition of karma. Then, how can our actions connected to our free will? What I'm going to say to you, I already mentioned that our present life at the moment, everything happening to your life is predetermined by your past karma. Okay? So another question. So does free will never exist? The answer is no. Free will does exist. Why? If you consider yourself doing something at the present, here, present. If you do something now, if you plant a seed now, can you eat the fruits now? What is your answer? What is your answer? If you plant a seed of apples, oranges, banana, can you eat apples, oranges, bananas now? Georgie is going to answer, well, my mom will buy me bananas. But okay, let's talk about the actions of planting seeds. Can you eat apples from that seed now? The answer is no, right? All of your present actions is like the sun. The picture, everything happening at the moment, at the sun, will take 8 minutes to travel to our eyes. It means that if this moment, the sun doesn't exist, we probably will not know that until 8 minutes later, right? That is because light takes 8 minutes to travel from the sun to your eyes. So everything that you do now is not going to give result later. It's going to give result in the future. And if you think about it this way, your future is predetermined by your past, by the present karma. Am I right? Can I make this conclusion? Do you agree with this? So, everything that is happening in the future is happening because of the present karma. And if you take a look at this way, our present life is predetermined by our past karma. But our future life, which is predetermined by our present karma, can be changed. It's up to you, right? If you want to be strong, if you want to be healthy, what do you need to do? In order to be healthy, dreaming, thinking, wishing, that is not going to happen. If you want to be healthy, you're going to need to work your body out, right? You need to work out. You need to run. You need to move your body. You need to lift some weights. You need to sweat. You need to be tired. That is when your body is going to be big, in good shape, and strong, right? You cannot just having a good body just by dreaming or waiting for some will or something already predetermined. You can't say to yourself that, all right, in the next 3 months, I'm already predetermined to be in a good shape. It's not going to happen, right? If you don't work out, if you never break a sweat, it's not going to happen very easily. So, the future karma can be made freely, based on the decisions that you make today. If the life that you have at the moment is the result of your past karma, the future life you're going to own is now in your hands. If you want to be strong, you have to eat healthy food. You have to work out. You have to do a lot of exercise. If you want to be rich, you need to work harder, or you need to take risks in something that will give reasonable gain or profits. If you want to have friends, you need to go to talk to a lot of friends. If you do not talk to anyone, how could you possibly have a lot of friends? Maybe on Facebook, you just click, but in reality, you want people to talk to you. You have to go talk to them first, right? So based on this, I'm saying that our present life, our present moment is predetermined by the past karma. But everything that is happening in the future is not predetermined. You have your free will in order to create anything you want in the future. This is your life. These questions has been in a lot of discussions on debates for centuries. Even in the survey, it says that 60% think that free will exists, and 40% of people that they made this survey did not believe that free will exists. 40% believe that everything is predetermined. So, I already made some analogies of the karma tree, okay? Karma tree. That if you plant a karma seed, it's going to grow into some big tree in the future, giving you some fruits. And you can only eat the fruits that you planted. You can only sow what you reap, right? Sorry, it's the other way around. You can only reap what you sow. I'm checking your mindfulness. Checking if you're listening to me. So, any questions? Any questions? Georgie asks or share a comment. In the future, when we have apples, it still is now. Results will be experienced in now. Well, let's say that you never planted any apple seeds. Now, the present is you don't have any apples. If you wanted to eat apples, but no one will bring you apples, or living in the countries with apples, you can't have apples at the moment. But if you want to eat apples, if you are not able to plant some seeds, then you have to go to supermarket, or you have to travel to countries that they produce good apples, right? Well, I've been to some countries, and the apples in those countries were really, really yummy. It's totally different than apples that are in my country at all. So if I want to eat not only apples, but yummy apples, that's possibly, I cannot even plant the seed in my country. I have to go somewhere, or maybe I have to go to supermarket that they offer apples from abroad. So everything happening in the future is predetermined by the present karma. But you can change your future. Everything that you're doing now is going to give result in the future. So if you want to be strong, you have to work out. If you want to be smart, if you want to pass your exam, you have to do something like readings, doing some more exercise, or asking questions to wise people. All right, so right now we talk about the free will. Does free will exist, or everything is predetermined? This is the Karma Talk, and I'm Monk John. I'm your host today. Okay, so I share with you because this is a question that has been going on for centuries. Some people believe that everything happening now is already predetermined. You can't change anything. The answer from my aspect is yes, everything happening to you at the moment happened because what you did in the past. But there's a question. Sometimes what is happening to me is not really fair. Sometimes some good thing happening to bad people, or bad things happening to good people. Why is that? So things that they do doesn't look like they deserve it, or things that they receive doesn't look like they deserve, because maybe in the past they've been doing something so great, but why at the present they are doomed, or maybe they are destined to struggle? Why is that? Have you ever had this question? That probably the reason why some people do not believe that everything is connected, because it doesn't make sense, right? What do you think? Have you ever seen any of your friends? They've been doing something great, planting good seeds, but now receiving something not very, very fair. Have you ever seen such people? The answer is yes. What I'm about to tell you, you don't have to believe. But we consider the scope of past, present, and future not in the same way. When we say past, there might be the past that you can see and you can understand, and the past that you cannot see and you cannot understand at all. Sometimes people refer to consequences of their actions in their past lives. So if this past, very recent past, They've been doing something good. But in the past, we didn't know. Or maybe even the owner of the karma didn't be aware of, because it's the past lives. They're giving the result at the moment. Does it make more sense? I hope so, right? Some people complain, oh, it's not fair. I'm not receiving what I did. I did something great, but now I struggle. I tried to plant some good seeds here, but now at the present, I receive terrible results. So I don't want to work out. I'm not going to be in good shape. I let everything predetermined. Maybe something determine everything. That is because there are some hidden actions that you didn't see, that you didn't feel aware of, even yourself, that's supposed to be the owner of the karmas. You didn't feel aware of that, right? So we have another question. Do humans forced to reincarnate to pay back the karma? Good questions here. And what if the whole family is down with cancer? All right. So this is a little bit kind of off the topic, but let me try to explain. All right. So basically, if you plan something based on the Buddhist philosophy or the law of karma, you're going to receive the result of what you planted. All right? You're going to receive the result of what you planted. So if this is the end of your life, what we believe in, okay, this is something you don't have to believe, you don't believe in it, then you are going to be kind of reborn again in order to receive the fruits of what you planted, because the fruits are going nowhere and just you alone. It's not because anyone else who did it. It means that even though your karma is something that you do, no one is going to pay back to that or receive that result for you. Okay? But then Nikki, she, I think, is he or she? He, right? Nikki. I have to verify. Nikki asked the questions. What if the whole family is down with cancer? Do you mean that every family member in the family suffer from cancer, or just in one person suffers because of cancer and everyone feels sad because of it? Which one is the case? Okay? Well, if everyone in the whole family suffer because of cancer, maybe they have cancer, they all have cancer, that's because of the past karma. They might possibly hurt a lot of lives or killed a lot of lives, so they suffer cancer at the moment. But what if one person got cancer at the moment? Just one. Maybe you have few family members, but one person got cancer. Why others have to suffer because of that? We try to explain using the karma. We have another term. It's called law of attraction. Law of attraction. So even though these two guys didn't commit any killing, they didn't do anything, but they were supporting. Maybe they were providing the weapons. Maybe they were cheering. Yes, do it, kill them. And this person happened to kill something in the past. And now the person suffered with karma. These two also suffer because this person suffers. This is the law of attraction. Everything is attracted because of some reason. These three people were attracted because they committed identical, but not the same. In this sense, it's not really identical because this guy is the one who killed, but these two were supporting. Maybe they provide weapons. Maybe they were just paying for it. Right? So they have to be born in the same family where one person suffers. Getting cheated by a boyfriend or feeling no money, is it a result of past karma? Will that ungrateful man get his karma? Sanabel. Can you possibly guess what my answer is going to be? Sanabel asks questions. Alright, so I got cheated. Or maybe she's not, but she just asks a question for her friend, who knows. So someone got cheated. It's not like a girl, it could be a boy. Right? Someone got cheated by another person. This is A and this is B. So what happened here? According to what we've been talking until now, A got cheated because of a past karma, right? A past karma. It means that A was cheating at some point, or A cheated. You might say that A doesn't look like someone who could cheat, but we're not the same. I'm a monk now. There is no guarantee that in my past life I was not a criminal. I was not a bad guy. Maybe I was. That's why, as a result, this lifetime, I made a vow, oh, I don't want to be a bad guy again. Let's become a monk. There is no guarantee at all that A is going to be a good guy or a bad guy forever. We keep changing. We don't remember our past. So, because A cheated, because A was cheating someone, could be B. If we make an assumption that A cheated on B in the past, that's why A got cheated because of B in the present. And in the future, can you make guess what is going to happen? Can you guess in the future? If this goes on, what happens in the future if we have A and B again? So now the direction is here. A cheated on B, and now B cheated on A. So in the future, what's going to happen? Can you guess? Can you possibly guess? A is going to cheat on B again because of the connection that these two people made together. Oh, we are in trouble here. What if this has been going on for many, many lifetimes and you feel like, that's it. I don't want to get in this cycle anymore. And that's why there is another term, law of karma, create cycle of existence. Cycle of existence. Everything is in a loop, again and again and again. So, if you suffer something at the moment, maybe you did that thing to others in the past. If you are enjoying your life at the present moment now, you did a lot of great things in the past. So we have both good karmas and bad karmas. We cannot just claim that because we have more good karma. But you can claim that because you have many more good karma, so you are a good person. But in our reality, sometimes it's not very easy to just judge people. This is a good man, this is a bad man, because always we have mixture of karma, good, bad, giving us results the whole time. All right? You fed up with this cycle and you want to terminate. Oh, I don't want to be cheated again. So if you were A, what you have to do is to only one way: forgive. Forgive B. Forgive B. Forgive B. And once you have forgiven, you are out of the loop. Even B will be cheated again in the future, not because of A. Could be C. But you must never have any feeling. Serve you right. You deserve what you are doing to me. In the future, you'll be cheated. But not me, someone else. Could be C, could be D, could be E, F, G, whatever. That is not forgiving, right? So if you really like to forgive, you just let it be, let it go. Maybe you terminate your relationship, who knows? Of course, you should not be cheated forever, right? You probably don't want to suffer forever. Maybe you break up, you just forgive that person and allow yourself to move on. Then you break yourself from the cycle and you don't actually suffer anymore, because the power of forgiveness is another good karma. This is karma that's going to give result in the future, even the present. You feel happy at the moment, and in the future, you're not in this loop anymore. Okay? So, I already explained, right? Chong Kam Luang, that in order to break the cycle, someone has to forgive. If both parties forgive each other, it's like A and B talk to each other and, okay, let's forgive. I'm sorry too. I wish you happy. I will never do something like this again. Then everything is going to be resolved and no more future actions, because you already have that free will to change your future. But if you never change, if you, I suffer but I let him cheat on me again, then the past karma is still going to give result. Again, you plant an apple tree. How many years do you expect to eat apples from the tree? Until the tree dies. I don't even know that answer. Does anyone know the answer? If you plant an apple tree, how many years do you expect to eat apples from the tree? 1 year? No. The tree is not going to die too soon, right? 2 years? Too soon. 3 years? Too soon. 10 years? More than that. 20 years? I'm not sure. So, the past karma, wow, might give result here, 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 here. So can we really change the future if the past karma is going to give result into the futures as well? Can we really change the future? The answer is yes, you can. Definitely you can. Free will does exist. Again, Yes, you can. You can change your future. If you are alone, you can repeat what I'm saying. Yes, I can change my future. I am the owner of my destiny. How? Even though the past karma is they're still giving result happening here, but we can also do something here, so that start giving result again as well into the future. So your present karma is going to dilute the result of bad karmas from the past, and this is going to help you to be more confident that destiny is in your hand for sure. Any questions? Hard to let go. Yes, it is very hard, especially when we struggle because of our relationship problem. But life is about fighting through love. But the first person that you should love is yourself. If you can't love yourself, how could you possibly be sure that someone else will give you that true love? You have to begin with yourself. And how to love yourself? Think about it this way. Every time you blame yourself, you are hurting yourself. Every time you suffer, you don't let go, you keep hurting your mind. And if you can think about it this way, I'm not saying that it's easy. Now at the moment, you may have repeating questions again. Why me? Why me? Why me? I was so good to you. Why are you doing this to me? Right? Again, the past karma is going to give something here. So if you want to change something there, you must think in a different way. You must forgive. You must move on. If you feel that it's very, very hard, meditate. Meditation helps your mind to be stronger. I was heartbroken before, and at the moment, I don't feel bad anymore because of any actions in the past. And in the future, you're going to feel the same thing. Not more than a year, okay? A year is maximum. But if it happens recently, like last few weeks, then you feel hurt. You feel terrible because of something that happened, okay? So Joey asked the questions. I've been trying to get into a relationship, but the more that I like to move forward, I feel the other party is trying to keep a distance. Why? Well, this is like a very interesting topic, right? If you were trying to move forward and the other person, okay, move away from you. Moving forward could possibly mean that you are trying to change yourself for this person. You try to change yourself. Oh, yeah, I have to do this because she likes it. I have to do that because she's looking forward to it. And this is her best restaurant, so I try to earn some money in order to take her there. So eventually, the more you push yourself forward, the more you lose yourself. Once you have lost yourself, the other person, that's not him. Move away, right? So, be yourself. Don't try to change because of someone else. If you be yourself, then if this is not the right person for you, she moves away from you. But the right person for you will come to your life. Okay? Never change because of others. It's not going to last very long. But be yourself and the right person appears. The person that will love you the way you are will come to you. Even though you try to change, if you want to change, then make a change because of yourself. Change yourself because of yourself. It doesn't mean that you don't change yourself at all. You should change so that you become better self. Right? Once you become a better self, then of course you be proud of yourself and the person will come to you. Okay? So, I hope you enjoy today's life. I'm now giving you some more minutes for additional questions. You have any questions? Anything that I'm saying you still have some doubt, please ask now. Okay, and if you feel like this video is useful, please share, like the video and share with your friends that possibly has this doubt. And we are going to have a retreat in Thailand, okay, in May. So if you have some doubts and you want to spend time with me, I will be in that retreat as well. So you can consider joining the retreat, and we spend 3 days and 2 nights together. That will be in Ayutthaya province, and the retreat is already posted in this My Story group. Okay, so if you already are in Thailand, or you have a program to be there, or you're planning your activities for next month, we're going to have a retreat, and that is going to be in Ayutthaya province. Okay, the date of the retreat will be in May. It will be from the 18th on to 20th of May. Okay, next month I'm going to be there, spending 3 days and 2 weeks together with you. All right. So, you have any questions? If you have no more questions, you can also suggest about the topic that you'd like to hear, and I will try to cover the topic of your interest. Okay, if any of the karma stuff or any questions you have, you can ask now. You can put in the comments. All right, and next week we are going to have again our live at the same time. So, any additional questions? If you just arrived, okay, please don't forget to share with me your name, your idea about the free will. Does free will exist? Do you believe that everything is predetermined, or we can change our future? All right, and the thought that I gave you today, do you agree with them? Or if you have any questions or any part that I explained and they're not very clear, you can also ask and suggest to our group. All right. So I guess there is no more questions. You have any questions? No? So thank you very much. I'm going to read all your names. Georgie, Bruno is from Benin, and then Chayanit and Joey, and then we have Benz and Gabriela. I hope my answer was clear to you, Gabriela, and Moon and WN, WN, Disrupt, Georgie, and Chong, Nikki, Sanabel. All right, so thank you very much for your attention, and I hope it's pretty clear for you. You can be the designer of your future. Everything is in your hands. You have to start now. If you wait for the next month to change your future is not going to change until next month, until few months later. So you really like to change your destiny, or at least maintain what you're having good at the moment. You're going to do something now. Even though things that are happening to you now, even though they are good, it doesn't mean that they are going to be consistent. For example, if you live a good life, if you have a lot of money, you have some wealth, it doesn't mean that this wealth is going to stay with you in the future. If you are not very consistent in working, in finding the opportunities, things comes and go. Things that you have now doesn't mean that it's going to stay with you in the future. They are impermanent. So unless you're doing something now that will change your future, will create your future, there's nothing predetermined about your future. Okay? So I'm Monk John, I'm your host, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again next week. Please share our group, make it grow, and I hope this is useful for all of you today. So thank you and goodbye.